Did you know you can't copy your Google form into Microsoft to have a Microsoft form? My one burning question is, how do we go from a blank form into one we can actually use in Microsoft Forms? Let's find out. So here I have a survey that I just made up real quickly here, and I put in an image and different types of responses. So you have a multiple choice, short answer, paragraph or long answer, checkbox, drop down, all the different ones that you can see, linear scale and the grids and whatnot. And what I want to show is that this form may or may not copy over well into Microsoft Forms. So the bad news is we can't just copy or download this, paste it up into Microsoft Forms and it works perfectly. Unfortunately, we're going to lose all the data that we've saved currently, so we want to make sure we save that Excel spreadsheet from Google Forms, because when we put this up into Microsoft Forms, it's kind of like a clean slate. But I want to show two methods. One is going to be the old tried and true copy and paste method. So I'll go in and do a copy, either a edit copy, or I can do Control-C, copy this from the Google form to the Microsoft form, and do this for every single question. Or there's a trick that you can do, especially if you have mostly short answer type of questions. And I'll show you that method first. So the first thing you want to do is I'm going to go over here, I'm going to hit print. I'm going to pretend to print this out. So this is my form, and I'm going to select save to PDF. So you might have printers that are in the office or down the hallway or whatnot, or maybe to your local printer at your home office. But I'm going to do save as PDF. And again, I'm on a Mac, so your PC might look a little bit different, but you should have an option called save as PDF. And what we're going to do is we're going to save this form as a PDF file. So I'm going to click save. I'll put this on my desktop so it's easy to find. Called test form for conversion, Google Forms, save. And what this will do is we'll take all these questions and options and put them as a PDF. So my next step is going over to Microsoft Forms. So I'm going to go over to Microsoft Forms. So I'm in my OneDrive right now. I'm going to click up in the top left-hand corner. And then this will have all the different apps. If you don't see Forms, mine's right here. But if you don't see Forms, you can click on All Apps, and it'll show all the different apps that Microsoft has. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to see all the different ones, but we're looking for Forms right now. So I'm going to go back up. It's in alphabetical order, and here's Forms. And so what I want to look for is a way to convert that PDF, kind of like upload or import it into Microsoft Forms. When you go to your form screen, like you see right here, there is no import button, because there's one trick you have to do first. You have to go to All My Forms. So click All My Forms. When you click All My Forms, it's going to go into the view that we need. And now you'll see this quick import. So again, if you go to your forms, you're like, where's my quick import button? I don't see it anywhere. It's probably because you're not in All My Forms. So click All My Forms. You do quick import. I'm going to upload that saved Google PDF. So I'm going to go to my desktop. There it is right on top. And I'm going to do a form. You can also do a quiz. So if you have quizzes that are saved as forms, you can do quiz. I'm going to do a form right now. This will take about a minute or a little bit less to convert. And what you'll do is you'll start the review process, because it's probably not going to convert very well. It'll convert some stuff, it will not convert other things. It might convert some things but confuse it. So we'll take a look here. So I picked all the different responses just so we can see the different ones. So I have my Queen of Hearts survey form here. Here's my image. Notice my image didn't really come in. It just has this little placeholder. It says Queen of Hearts image, but my image didn't come in at all. So you'll see this is a multiple choice. It didn't redo that one. Look, answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, and it thought this was a short answer. So multiple choice questions don't transfer over real well. A short answer response. Hey, this looks pretty good. This is a short answer response form. This has enter my answer. This looks really good. So again, these short answers or long responses transfer pretty well. So this is a paragraph or a long answer response. I can click on this. I could do a long answer or short answer. So those transfer really well. But this checkbox form, again, it's not a checkbox form. It thought it was a response one. This one didn't convert at all. This drop-down one didn't convert. The file upload didn't convert. The linear scale didn't convert. It got all messed up right here. This one, I don't know what this is. I just put in something called grade and put it in there. Here's the multiple choice grid, the checkbox grid. So you'll see not a lot of things convert except for short responses or long responses, and those convert really well. So if you have a document that's short or long response, you're good to go, or just start fresh. So I'm gonna go back to my form screen here, and what I can do is just click on new form, and you're gonna create this new form. And so it's just all over again. So I can go back to my Google Drive, copy and paste things, and just add the different options that I need to add in Microsoft Forms. So unfortunately, if you don't have a good import, then you'll have to do things manually. Now the other trick I want to let you know, because this is kind of annoying if you do this form how I'm doing it right now. So if I just do a test form, let's do one multiple choice question, question 1, and we'll do option 1, option 2, option 3. If I really wanted to get this form out there and collect responses like you do in Google Forms, remember Google Forms, you click on responses and you have a nice Google Sheets that you can go on in the cloud? Well, if I wanted to collect responses here, I can open up in Excel, and what happens is when I click this button, which I can't do because I didn't collect any responses yet, but if I did, this downloads in Excel. So you can't actually just view it real quickly, you have to download it. And so your downloaded version is not going to have the most up-to-date. So if I download this right now, and 1 hour from now you go take this form and you fill it out, I won't have that response because I have that saved file, not the most recent one. Then I'll have to come back to my form, re-download it again. So my one extra tip is going to show how can I mimic that Google Forms interface? How can I make it so when I want to look at the responses, I don't have to download an Excel file every single time. So here's the trick. So I have to get out of this form altogether. You don't want to create a form in the manner I just showed you. You have to do it a little bit different way. So I'm going to go back to my OneDrive. Now your OneDrive, just like your Google Drive, I'm going to create a new folder, do Forms 2. So I got Forms 2 right here. And so here's my Forms 2 folder. And this is where I create the form. I don't go to Microsoft Forms. Remember, I do not go up to Apps and click on Forms. I don't want to go there yet if I want to mimic that Google interface. So what you want to do is go up to the New button. I'm going to click on New. You'll see different options: Word document, Excel workbook, PowerPoint presentation, OneNote, and then here's the key, Forms for Excel. When you go to New in Forms for Excel, it's going to create an Excel spreadsheet that is linked to this form. So let me just add, like I did before. I'm kind of like in the same interface. I just had to start in that folder area. So we'll do question 1, option 1, 2, option 3, like I did before. And when I go to responses, when I open up in Excel, it's going to open it up in the cloud. So here we go. It's going to open up the Excel spreadsheet, but it's not going to download it. It's going to show it on my desktop. So if you like to have that same experience as Google Forms, make sure you start not in Forms, but you start in a OneDrive folder. Mine's called Forms 2. You click New, Forms for Excel. And that's the way that you can create Google Forms, kind of like in Microsoft Forms. This is the best way to mimic that Google Forms experience.